Oh my goodness, it's happened again. It's Tuesday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and it's the holidays. Man, let's get this started. Oh, and what says the holidays more than penguins?
Oh,
I'm gonna be painting some penguins tonight. That's gonna be fun.
well, it's chilly.
Yeah, I'm really curious what you think about it. So if you have a idea about the painting that I'm working on, it's an Arctic painting. So you may think anyway, and we'll get into it. Let's start it because we're also gonna play games.
Ooh.
We have Thanksgiving coming up. Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right.
Hey guys, it's a
Happy
holiday
Tuesday.
week. Yeah, happy Tuesday, man. It's a holiday week. I can't believe it. It's awesome.
I am so excited at sleeping in. Like it's my favorite.
Yeah, you're more excited about being the Jack being out of school than Jack is.
Oh man, when I was driving Jack to school, like the 2-3 days leading up to the break, I was like, "Are you excited?" I'm excited. He's like, "Eh." I was like, "So you're excited, right?" I'm excited. We're doing this, right? Yeah. It's like, eh. I'm like, "Don't you understand? We don't have to get up before the sun."
Yeah, this morning I woke you up at 9 because I had a business call and I need to be briefed. So I was like, Jackie. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
but it's been nice. It's been nice, man.
Yeah.
But
It feels like it's going by too fast. I mean, we are busy regardless of Jack not having to go to school, but it's like
mhm.
it's not enough time.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, somebody just gave us a like.
Ooh, well, fancy. Well, Barbara's joined us. Says, "Hey ho, good evening. Hey."
Hey, Barbara.
Carlos with us says, "Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys."
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
And Crystal says, "Mark and I are here, excited." Ooh, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, we're stoked about the food. I'm pretty excited about the food.
Yes, my brother-in-law Andy makes the
Mm,
best mashed potatoes on earth, and my constant fear is that he's going to forget to make them one year.
I know. I have to check in with my mom and be like, "Andy's bringing that, right?"
And yeah, and they're camping all week, so hopefully, but they're good about that sort of thing. They're good about getting their poop in a group, so they'll be able to camp and do things, and so
Yeah, that to me that seems crazy to go like stay in the camper all week, but then to like rush home, make all your dishes, and then I mean, I admire the dedication because I'm literally making something that comes out of a can.
oh,
So
I
my
love your
specialty is deviled eggs. I will admit,
oh
like that's as intense as it gets for me. It's deviled eggs.
man, yeah, your deviled eggs are really good. They're really good.
Right.
Oh, here I want to show y'all really quick. I'll show you, but then I'll take it off. But so I'm working on a painting, and so it's a penguins. It's a commission. So and it's in the Antarctic. They wanted the Antarctic. So originally, when I think of Antarctic, I was thinking ice and just white and white and white, and then penguins are black and white, and it was just like but so this is going to be a ton of color. So let me show it to you, and so get in your mind what you think of the Antarctic. And this isn't anywhere like near done, like at all. Like this is it's early days, as they would say. And so yeah, so let me show you now. Where's the button?
God, we're clearly on vacation.
Our face and butterfingers. Okay, so this is what I'm working on. Hopefully it shows up. What is it showing up? Okay.
Yeah, the lighting's a little dark because I will say that the colors are fantastic
Oh,
in real life.
hey, computer, turn easel light to 50%. Let's see if that helps. Did that help?
It kind of it just no.
No. Okay. Well, maybe if I move it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's good. It looks good.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little. It's good.
Okay. Well, there's 4 penguins. Penguin, 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 penguin. And so I just want a really beautiful sort of scene. So in the back, there's icebergs and mountain type stuff going on. Um, the penguins are on some more like ice flow sort of stuff. There's gonna be chunky ice in the water here, and the sky is gonna be really brightly colored. Right now, it's just a little bit coming in. Pardon me, but you can probably see like where the yellow is coming in. All this is water. Back behind them is going to be water. All this purple down here is going to be water. Um, and so I'm going to put in a lot of horizontal lines, like a lot of different colors, but I didn't want to make it just like blue, boring water. I want lots of energy, lots of emotion, lots of color. Hopefully, I didn't go overboard, but I think once I get all the shading in, and I get all the colors in, I get like it's going to look wet. Like right now, the mountains and the water all look flat, so it's probably hard to tell. There's no depth to it or anything like that, but in my mind, it all makes sense. Like it's darker back here and it's lighter up here, and then it gets darker. So,
well, I'm pretty excited. I think the colors are gonna look awesome. It kind of reminds me of the sky you have in that painting No Fences, which I don't know if you know that painting, but it's the horse and the cowboy, and he's like roping, and there's this like crazy gorgeous sky in the background. So I think you're on that track, which is like some of the best skies you've painted.
Well, thank you. Wow, cool. So, well, yay.
Well, Barbara says making turkey bacon explosion for Thanksgiving.
Wow, that sounds.
I kind of want to come to your Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I like anything with bacon and explosion in it sounds amazing.
Yeah. And Kim has joined us, says, hi, glad to catch you tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
And Russell's with us, says, happy Turkey Day, y'all.
Hey.
Happy Thanksgiving. Barbara says, wow to your painting. And Lisa McLaughlin's with us, says, that is so awesome.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Mike's with us, says, hi, y'all. Finally got here in time for a change. Well, glad you joined. And Crystal says, beautiful. And Amy's with us and says, hey.
Hi.
So.
Well, thank you, guys.
So, yeah, this is a commission, and I think I'm pretty excited for it. I think you do skies and reflective water really well. So.
Oh, thank you.
I
like water and skies. I don't know why, but I do. This morning though, the business call, it was about like a speaking engagement, and which is so cool. I'm wanting to do more of that. Like I've done a lot of speaking, and I'm just mentioning it because a little while back, Jackie and I we're talking. We're thinking like, if you could plan your life out,
yes,
and do the things that you really wanted to do, then what are the kind of things that you really wanted to do? And it's kind of, I don't know if you guys ever do that, but just kind of take stock, of things, because I don't know, Jackie, you ever feel that way, like where you just get like in a rut, or you get in something like you're not really sure, like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing during the day, but then you're just you're not sure if if you're kind of went off track, or if you're on track, or you just have to reassess. Like I'm not saying like like we've gone off the rails, or you have, or I have, or anybody has. So I just mean it's kind of nice just to. That's what vacations are good for too. That's a way where you can step away from your life a little bit.
I mean,
and reflect a little. Reflections.
Welcome to therapy hour.
Yeah, welcome. You're good enough, and we're good enough. Doggone it, we can do it, guys.
People like us.
Yeah, people like it.
Yeah, I think everybody gets that rut situation. It's it's weird too, because when you work for yourself, you have to find that personal motivation that a boss isn't hovering over you trying to enforce. So that's a bit tricky, but
that's true.
So I feel you.
Yeah, I was thinking that because like whenever we were talking about that, I thought, the things that I enjoy most are painting, and meeting people and talking with people. Like I would love to have a place where, while I'm painting, I can hang out with people and we can talk about art, and they can make their own things, and we can all share that. And that's what's led to the Yellow Dog like gallery and art bar thing that we're doing. And so that it's just a really warm, welcoming, creative sort of space for everybody. And the other thing is speaking. Like I've never like gone after that. Like I probably, I don't know how many times a year I speak, but like 20 or something.
Why
maybe.
Do you like let me ask, why do you like public speaking? Like,
well, and it's like keynotes and things. So like I love going and doing that, and because
but it's terrifying. Why? What sort of like
Same
weird
reason I love
high do
scary
you
movies.
get from
You know,
this?
they're gonna know. It's terrifying. No,
I mean, I would not want to do that for a living.
um, you know, it's funny because I used to be so shy, so painfully shy that, one of our friends, and he's on here, like he tunes in every once in a while, but Wills, Mark, you know, it's just so amazing. Way back in the day, like, you know, 18 years ago or something like that, or some many years ago, he did a planning for bars and taverns and stuff, and he would bring artists in. He brought me in, and he told me to go up on stage, and I was, you know, so to say, or not stage, but going just in the front of this little dive bar, TJ's that was owned by Tim back in the day, um, and I was so embarrassed. I was so, you know, I was like, dang it, Mark, don't you ever make me do anything like that again. And so I went from being really embarrassed, you know,
To a natural.
it being difficult to, I just love going and meeting people, and you know, I mean, I share my story, and I usually, like, I paint live, and I do all this other stuff, and I'm on there, and I'm giving the talk, and it's always and with the talks, it's always like interaction with the audience too, or try to, you know, where it's a lot of stuff. So either I'm painting with them beforehand, or we're talking. There's a lot of Q&A. There's all this sort of stuff, and then I get to hang out with everybody after, and I meet some of the most amazing people, and it's just, I started you know, doing art so I could connect with people, and that was amazing. And then with speaking, I actually get to be like one-on-one with people, which seems ironic because like you're in there and you're like, maybe you're going to talk to 500 people and you're on a stage, but then most of the interaction though is off stage. It's like, you know, as you're chatting with people and you're getting to meet people and you're hearing their stories, and I just love that. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I love that, love
I
that.
guess that's like, I mean, I can admire and respect that. I guess that's the difference. I mean, I don't like not like people. I don't want to say that, but
People,
if I necessarily want to go out of my
yeah.
way to just talk to random people. But well, Fred joins us. He says, "Hello, festive feaster. Happy Turkey Day." Barbara says, "I pinned the recipe to my Facebook page." Okay, I'm gonna look that up because I'm curious.
Nice, man.
And Kim says, "Ironically, I am painting a gourd like a penguin now. It's just a craft." That's pretty cool.
Get out of town. That's cool.
Like your Aunt Beverly does crazy gourd art. That's really cool.
Oh man. Yeah.
Or she did back in the day. So I don't think she's done it for a while. But Fred says, "I'm going to need a couch to lie on for this therapy session." And then he said, "People are people." Yes. So yeah, you're definitely the more. This is where John and I differ. Like. Here we go. You ready for a couch session? This is where we differ.
Let's do it.
I like to have people over, hang out, friends, chill, all that. You're more of the like, I'm home, my own thing, and doing like your sanctuary of sorts. And then, but the reverse of that is like you're super outgoing and all about like meeting new people, small talk, and out and about when we're out. And I'm like, can't we just like stay in the hotel room and order food? So like that is definitely some of our differences we got going on.
Well, I just really like that. I don't know, like it's one of the things. So my dream life is to be able to go and give a lot more talks, and I've never pursued that. Like I do about 20 talks a year, you know, and or something like that. I don't know. I haven't. I'm bad with math. You know, maybe it's one. Maybe it's 100. It's somewhere in there. I'm gonna guess 20
and like 300.
Yeah, but you used to, like before COVID, I know it was quite a bit, and then it's a lot of Zoom stuff, and then now it's starting to be more in person. But I want to pursue it. I never have before because I just want to do that a lot. Like my dream week would be able to work in a gallery where people come in and we're hanging out and I'm working on a painting, and then I get to travel somewhere and meet new people and talk to them and hang out. Like I would love to try, you know, I love traveling around the country and meeting people that are just incredible. Like it's just the best, you know. It's like I was like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, I've met so many amazing people, and then be able to come back and do art, you know, and I just love that. I don't know, it sounds
such a nerd. Such an outgoing extrovert nerd.
So I'm gonna start doing that, and we're getting like gigs for next year, but I'm gonna roll that out where I'm actually sending stuff out to people, which is weird. Like I don't like to put my like you say I like to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
I love to talk to people. I love to talk to people one-on-one, but the idea of sending like something out saying, "Hey, I really want to talk to you guys," just sounds so.
Let me put my ideas inside your head.
Yes, exactly. Let me to put my ideas inside you. Your friends.
Weird. Yes. Okay, well, Lisa says, we have loved being with you in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. The fireside chats were amazing, and your luncheon talks and paintings have been so beautiful.
Oh, case in point. Oh my gosh, yes. See?
Yes.
If I could do that every week, I would just be walking on air because that was such an incredible event because the people were amazing. And that's, you know what I mean? Like if you could have that,
That's true. It is.
It's just, oh my word. It's just brilliant. It's
nice to like work with those groups and have that sort of like camaraderie and like everybody's working for a great cause. And that's, those are really nice to go to.
Well, particularly like the fireside chat and all the things that was such a wonderful, the whole event, it was so wonderful being there in that particular time and all. And, I wish I could go do that, all the time, just be with the same people. But people would quickly get tired of me. Like, all right, John, it's time for you to go now.
Well, Lori has joined us and says, hi, friends. Hey.
Hey.
And Fred says, I like having people over till 8 or 9-ish, and then they can go home. It sounds about right. Crystal says, I think it definitely helps people out of their shell. Firstly, they see your light, and secondly, it's difficult to be closed off among community in which you have a commonality. There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes sense.
It's one of the things I used to be really, really shy. But the thing about artwork and then working with people with disabilities and doing different things, it was like I wasn't really talking about me. I'm talking about art, and I'm talking about people doing things that are, that are fun and interesting and being able to come out of your shell a little bit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like we've gone on, we've gone down a road here.
Well, and Linda says, interesting recipe. So she might have went and checked out Barbara's recipe.
Ooh, really?
Now I'm curious. I have to.
Turkey.
So let me ask this before we move on. What is your favorite dish at Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, I love the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and my family's, right?
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know. I
What about what's your favorite dish at your parents' Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I mean the turkey and all that. I don't really look forward to one dish.
Yeah.
I mean,
you like all of it smashed together.
Yeah. Well,
the leftovers.
It's just kind of it's so much fun because, when you have the normal dinner, you have like one or two things, and then Thanksgiving there's so much and it's different. You can try different things and the flavors, but also everybody there's just I don't know like a sense of energy a little bit in the air because which is pretty neat. And especially we go over to Jackie's mom's house for Thanksgiving. And it's so wonderful. It's a bigger group that gets together. And then afterwards, we go to my parents the next day. And then we usually spend the night there. But it's just my parents and me and Jackie and Jack and our two dogs. And, and it's a much smaller group. And it's a whole different feel and all. But it's just, I don't know. I look forward to that more than
that's cool. That's
anything.
So
like being in that table, because like it's your mom's. Always put the other table next to it, so it's a big long table. And seeing some people that like your family is just so sweet, and there's so much, here's the thing with Jackie's family is that it's so much an extended family as well. Like there's so many people that are around because she has two brothers, but one lives in California. And yet so there's only her mom and one brother that lives here and his wife. But at Thanksgiving, there's usually like 12, 14 more people.
Yeah.
More than that.
Well, my mom has like a very close karaoke crew. Like, I mean, so close. Like, I'm pretty sure she's signed adoption paperwork for these people, which is and they're fantastic. Everybody, well, honestly, they all live together, so
They all live together.
Sounds so weird.
It's like a commune.
She's not. I don't know if she's watching to clarify any of this, but they're roomies of sorts, and so
well, a lot of them have like maybe stayed there for a bit, and then moved, and then and then there's but.
Yeah, but they're also super close knit. I mean, they call her mom, and she calls them, daughter. I mean, like, it's just awesome. It's awesome, and they're beautiful people, just awesome people.
Yeah,
so we are fortunate to get to spend Thanksgiving with them, and the table just grows, and I love that. So that's awesome. Well, Kim says, was the fireside chat on the radio? It actually was a speaking engagement John did in Oklahoma and Tulsa, and it was just like a close group of people through New View. So it wasn't, it was like a night before an event, like a sort of, soiree, but it was not on the radio.
Yeah. And they, and it was really cool. And New View are amazing. Like this, I mean, I'm not, they're not paying me to say this or anything, but they're brilliant people. And
that might have been I think that was Envision. I honestly like New View and Envision are like so
well Envision are brilliant people too. But
yeah,
Envision is Tulsa. Well, then so is New View. Well, no, Envision is Kansas, and then in Dallas. But yeah, because what the reason that it gets a little funny is because I'm terrible with names, but the mission that they have is very similar with New View and Envision, and the people are driven, but the fireside chat though, it was sort of because I was doing a talk for like a big talk, but the fireside chat was more one-on-one. So I was just sort of there painting live nice. and just hanging out and just sort of fun.
And they were giving away like awards to the group within the organization, like outstanding employee type stuff.
Yeah,
givers and stuff.
I felt bad too because I think there's like, hey, do you want to say a little bit? And then it was like, like say a little bit, like literally just, like, hi, I'm so glad to be here. Well, I was painting live during it. People would come up and talk to me. But then like, people started asking questions and questions and questions. And it's like the talk went on and on.
You basically gave the next day's talk the day. That's usually how it goes.
But it was so wonderful though. It was so brilliant. And
well, Fred says you like to listen to. So there's that. Like,
I do. That's
and Linda says stuffing is her favorite.
Oh,
Amy says I'm a side chick. I got you. I'm a side chick as well. Mashed potatoes are my favorite. Mashed potatoes all day long. I will literally. I will sneak the mashed potatoes home away from the family.
Heck yeah. In fact, we need to make a plan. We need to get something like, Jack, make a diversion.
Yeah.
Jackie, open your purse.
Yeah.
Well, I scoot the bowl of potatoes.
Because my brother will make a large amount. Like he makes 2 big vats of it, and we'll probably get through the first one, and then it's like it's a free for all. With that second one, we're like leftovers. Well, and Fred says desserts. Desserts are always good. Yeah. We do like pies, but I'm so stuffed by the time that desserts come out. It's like I can't even like breathe. Like it's that when you eat too much and you got like the pain in your side. It's ridiculous.
A new dish that I really really like is lumpia.
Oh yeah.
Because there's so many people in our family that are from the Philippines, and the dishes and stuff that have come in, and it was like, ooh,
yeah. There's a couple of really good Filipino dishes that are made by Lizelle and Marifi. Yeah. So those are super yummy. Again, so much food. It's crazy. Carla says dressing, and Diana says dressing and cranberry salad. Yum.
Wow.
Amy says broccoli rice casserole, mac and cheese dressing, corn casserole, scallop potatoes. All the healthy stuff. And then she says, love that shirt, Jackie. Thank you.
Oh, what shirt are you wearing?
My Cheers shirt.
Oh, really?
I got in Boston when we were there. Randy has joined us and says, what up? Hey, thanks for tuning in. He says, sorry he's late. Unacceptable. And Barbara says, did you wear a smoking jacket and slippers?
No, I should have. That would have been great. I know.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. But
Well, Lisa says, do you still want to know what sounds that penguins make? They can bark, growl, whoop, whoop, or yelp.
ooh, really?
Okay, now I have to Google this.
Wow, that's
I'm
cool.
I'm curious. That's very weird.
Thank you. I was
That's
wondering.
a lot of sounds coming out of one animal.
The only sound I could think of was like just a shivering chicken, whatever sound that they would. I thought that doesn't sound right. I think I'm disparaging penguins.
Well, Fred says dessert first, then graze.
there we
I would
go.
do that, except they don't. I wait for food to come to me, and they don't put the desserts out till the end. It's crazy. Well, at Ginger Lils has joined us as literally so amazing. So, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Yes.
Randy says dark meat, turkey, loads of gravy. Dark meat, I love the dark meat.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really
me
good.
too.
Fred says I make various types of Brussels sprouts each year. See, I love Brussels sprouts, and that is not a dish that, surprisingly, I think since that doesn't get made at my house. It might have been made when my dad was alive because he made really good Brussels sprouts, but we don't get that. I wish we did though. That's a good one, babe. You should make your Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah, I used to hate Brussels sprouts, and then you were telling me how your dad made them and how he would make them, and you loved them. So I started trying to make them the way that your dad made them, and now I love them. Yeah. Just it's Brussels sprouts, but the most unhealthy way that it's like.
Yeah, I mean you don't put the cheese on it, but but yours are really good. Yours are really like. Well, understandably healthy good.
Well, when I first started, it was all bacon grease and Parmesan cheese.
Yeah,
and that's different things. We scaled it back when we were like, well, maybe if we're gonna make this a lot, maybe we should.
Well, Randy says plenty dessert. I can put the hurt on pies. Pie.
Yeah.
And Ginger says you deserve like 1 billion subs, like subscriptions.
Oh, we are so sweet. Thank you. And
Lisa,
hey, are you guys more of a cake person or a pie person?
Oh yeah, tell us.
I'm a pie person.
I'm a pie person. I don't.
Although I've never turned. I mean,
they should make like a mashed potato pie. Like I would just go back for mashed potatoes. If somebody was like, if I had room to shove any more in, I would go probably for like a fourth serving of mashed potatoes.
I need to make you some mashed potatoes.
That's my downfall. Like I would I mean that would be terrible.
Tomorrow I'm going to make you some mashed potatoes, but they'll be more healthy though. They won't be like
Okay, all right.
But it'll get it'll get you ready, get you primed.
There you go. Lisa says I always have to peel 10 pounds of potatoes, mashing them because my son will eat half of them by himself. 10 pounds, goodness gracious.
That's a lot.
Barbara says leftovers. Crystal says I gotta have the sweet potatoes with marshmallows and pecans. Mark's gotta have ham and scallop potatoes. Yum. All of that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Carla says I love pancit as well as lumpia. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice. That's exactly the dishes that we have at the house, or pancit and lumpia.
Yeah, and man, I'm with Mark. I loved ham and scallop potatoes. Ooh.
Fred says add bacon.
Yeah,
you can do that to everything.
Yeah, just add bacon.
I mean, you get a bacon pie. I mean, like we can make this work.
Yeah.
Fred says this year I'm doing them with sweet potatoes and turkey sausage. That sounds really good.
Wow.
Barbara says pie. It's her favorite.
All right, Barbara.
Randy says I'm bi. I like both. Mike says pumpkin pie. Amy says making a pumpkin bundt cake with cream cheese icing. Wow, that sounds really good. My mom's joined us, says hi guys, love you, can't wait to see you on Thursday. Us too, we've been talking about like all the food, so now we're geared up, we're ready for this.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
And Pie says or Carla says pie, there's shepherd's pie, Jackie. Yes.
Ooh, there you go. Yes. Oh, there you go.
I've had that. In fact, I've tried to make this, like I've tried to put mashed potatoes in things, and John has said that is not a good idea on some of my dishes. So the
thing that you tried to put it in was spaghetti.
Well, those are two really good things. Why can't they be combined? I don't understand.
Sorry.
A layer of mashed potatoes, a layer of noodles, and a layer of tomato sauce.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
throw some cheese seasoning on that.
If somebody was trying to carb load for a marathon, there's your recipe.
My life is a carb load.
So it's funny. We were talking about a few minutes ago about like if you could plan out your life, like your dream life. And I was saying, like, I'd love to paint, love to talk, and love to hang out with people every week. You know, it would be my thing, like at a gallery. And so are you saying like your dream life would be would be a carb load?
I'd be like a mashed potato tester.
Ooh, you know, maybe at the
Is that a
gallery we need
thing?
to open at the art bar we need to have a mashed potato bar.
Yes, I think we did that. In fact, for one of the holidays, we did a mashed potato bar with like martini glasses.
Oh, that's right.
And people could go around and like make their little okay, I'll do
That was
anything.
that
with
was
mashed potatoes.
why haven't we done that again? That was really
I think
good.
I think like the idea was fun and it was cool, but then you got all these dishes to clean. You only get this little like martini glass serving, and no, but you're gonna have to go back for like 5 times.
That's true.
So
You know, you're not wrong.
well, Amy says baklava for Christmas. That sounds really yummy.
Ooh.
Randy says, I'm going to
fancy.
make you both some mashed potatoes, but they won't be healthy. If they were, I'd be disappointed. Diana says, take a Pepsid AC before you indulge and you can have it all. That's not a bad
There you
idea.
go.
That's not a bad idea at all.
See, that's smart. You got to plan first.
Plan ahead. You're going to probably be taking your gluten pills.
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I bought some gluten pills. I don't know if they work, but they're supposed to help you digest. I mean, it doesn't fix it, but it may not even work. It might be,
Snake
Welcome.
oil.
Yeah, snake oil. That's the word.
I don't know. Well, it's worth the test because I'm willing to bet there's going to be. In fact, my mom called me like the other day in the middle of the store and was like, I need like what gluten-free bread do I need or where do I get this for the stuffing? And I was like, oh gosh, Mom, no. It's like,
Don't you mess around with this stuff.
do not change the stuffing recipe.
Oh, really? She did? Oh, that's so
Yeah,
sweet.
that's really sweet.
That's your mom for you, though.
Yeah.
She's
And
a sweetheart. But.
yeah, but can you imagine if she changed it to gluten-free and then everybody at the table was like, what is this?
Thanks, John.
Like, no. Nothing. You can't. There's no fixing it. John will just eat more meat.
Yeah, and I don't usually eat that much stuffing. I mean, I like it, but
Well, that's what I said. I said you like the stuff. You've always loved the stuffing, but you're all about a million of the other dishes. So it's not anything she had to like.
I probably can't have Olympia either anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
you should really take a pill.
Yeah, I will. But that's okay. There's all kinds of stuff.
Fred says pie, cake, cookies, fudge, whatever's good with me. So he's clearly on the dessert train.
Heck yeah, man.
Randy says Nanny made the most amazing German chocolate cake, but she also made coconut meringue pie.
Wow.
I can appreciate that, but I cannot stand coconut. So I'm not on the coconut. I just don't do coconut.
Oh man, I'm on board with all of that.
I mean, I appreciate it. I would like that.
It's
I like
the texture for you though.
It's the texture. So I can't anything that if they sprinkled the coconut on the meringue, I can't do it. If it's
maybe you just take that off.
Yeah, like but German chocolate cake has it like in the icing. Oh. It's such a shame because it's a good flavor, but I'm like, that the shaving texture is wrong.
You're a broken toy, sweetheart.
Well, Amy says, have you tried making the fried mashed potato cakes? Have you?
Fried mashed potato cakes. Oh, you know what? I think I have done that.
You've gotten creative with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Crystal says, I thought bacon was always on an understood ingredient. Yes.
Heck yeah.
Randy says she would make me plate-sized pancakes every morning. I'd walk to her house in the mornings to get breakfast. Oh my gosh, yum.
Wow.
And Carla says, let me know if the gluten pills work for Charlotte. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Barbara says, my daughter is a vegetarian and she asked what I was making for tea day. So I sent her a picture of a crocheted ham with a crocheted pineapple and cherries and crocheted veggies. And she said, heck yeah. That's hilarious. I think I saw that post of the crocheted dishes. That was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Randy says, Daddy made cornbread dressing. It was good if you dumped gravy all over it. He says, I got to cook for y'all soon. Carla says, chocolate meringue is my weakness. And Fred says, I saw those fried mashed potato cakes. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, mashed potatoes in any form. Come on, people. Let's be real. Anyway, okay. So last time we chatted, we talked about the logo for Yellow Dog.
Oh yeah.
And we had a couple people on that were like, they liked it, they dug it, but they gave us some input. Mm-hmm. And it was
have you got a new one?
Well, I changed it to the previous one, it had Bramblets, Yellow Dog, DIY Art Bar and Gallery. And then a lot of people jumped on and were like, make Bramblets a little bit smaller because it's Yellow Dog is like the main name. So I changed it and I wanted to get everybody's opinion.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll share the first one and then I'm gonna share the second one. Let me know what you guys think.
Well, cool. Yeah, this is new to me, guys, too. So so let me know what you see, because or maybe you can describe them.
Okay, so this was the first one. All right, so this would be like on T-shirts, on the sign.
So this is the one you showed last week?
Yeah, this is
okay,
Bramlet's
okay.
Yellow Dog. For anybody that didn't tune in or wants to remember what it looked like.
Is this the one that says Art Bar and Gallery?
It says DIY Art Bar and Gallery.
Yeah, I'm less a fan of the DIY
Yeah,
part.
in this,
yeah, it
was more about the Bramlet should be bigger or smaller because that seemed to be like on everybody's mind.
And the cool thing about all this, guys, too, is that we're just we're just brainstorming here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's the first one. That's the first rendition. Here is the next. Okay. Let me go to it.
Oh.
Here we go. Okay. So this is the second rendition where it's just Bramblets, Yellow Dog, Art Bar and Gallery. And go. Let us know your thoughts.
So is it? What does it look like, though? I mean,
so in the
because the other one said Bramlet's Yellow Dog. So what's different?
Okay, Bramlet's is a lot smaller. It's just and I will say this, like in the first one, Bramlet's was at a curve, like kind of going over the arch of the dog, like going over the dog, and it was a sans serif and it was big, and Yellow Dog was under it in the exact same font size, everything, and then it just said DIY Art Bar and Gallery under it in the small font. This one takes that small font, makes Bramlet's the small font, and then puts Yellow Dog straight across under it, has the dog, and then under that it says Art Bar and Gallery in the same font as Bramlet's. Because
it's all straight though.
Yes, it's not curved.
It's nice. Like all the verbiage sounds really nice to me right now. Like out of that,
yeah.
But I do like the curve of the other. I don't know. The curve sounds friendly. I mean, I wonder if it's just because the drawing that I did was just a really loose line drawing.
Yeah.
I wonder if it needs more pizzazz. I did one where instead of it being like a square type sign, it was a round sign. It was just like a dog's head.
Yeah.
And then it had curved on the top and curved on the bottom, Well,
at no point was it just the dog's head for the main. Like I had done a rendition where it said yellow and then dog under it, and then but that was totally separate. That was the only time the dog's head was by itself.
I did a rendition where it was a dog's head and it was Yellow Dog. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm just.
It was a different dog though. It was a different drawing.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm starting to narrow down like the ones that we're not talking about anymore.
Yeah, here.
Well, let me say while you're doing that really fast. Okay, Diana says, "Have y'all ever tasted a pumpkin dump cake? Oh my stars and garters! It will cause you to dream." I'm gonna look this up. That sounds dreamy. Yum. Barbara says, "Potato soup." Interesting. Okay. Lori says, I like the second one best. Fred says, can you put both up on the same time? I don't think I can. I'll try.
You also have one that you did put color in, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but I don't have that as written. Honestly, like the color bit, it will have color for some renditions. It's all about like how you print it, how many ink layers you have for what you're printing it for. So it's, if you can get, and at least this is my graphic design experience, is that if you get the solid one color looking spectacular, that's all you need to worry about at first. And then you start adding color and worrying about all that. Because if you start muddying it up with color, then when you try to do a one ink print, you're like, oh gosh, it doesn't look as good as I know. And the majority of the time it's a one ink print.
Let me ask you guys this. Okay, so the lettering on it is really like, it's like basic lettering. It's like the lettering you would have on a keyboard.
Yeah, the Yellow Dog is, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder, should it be more pizzazz? I mean, the nice thing about that is it's really easy to read. But like, when you think about, like you said, you were wearing like a Cheers shirt.
Yeah.
Like that's really fancy kind of writing, but when you see it, you think, oh, cheers, or you know what I mean? Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys think do you think like keyboard kind of lettering is the way to go, or do y'all think more like fancy, like a different font? Like,
I don't know. We should take it to the crowd.
yeah, and
Let us know what
and
you
I'm
think.
asking you too, because like you're so good with design.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it should be fancy?
Well,
Fancier?
no. I mean, like, I don't think it should be too curvy or anything, because you have to be real careful that it doesn't look, that it won't eventually become dated. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know how to explain this, but like fonts have a very particular like feeling that they give off. So
Mhm.
Comic Sans is a terrible font. I hate
Oh right,
to
no,
tell
I don't mean
but
that.
I mean, like,
I don't
that's
mean
what I
like
mean. Like,
wingdings or anything.
I mean, right, but like anything that has like swirlies or elaborate serifs or something like that, it starts to get real weird, especially long term. So, and I, I know with this all, we've talked a lot about like elevating the professionalism and all this sort of stuff, and so like a clean, minimalist sans serif is what but I'm open to like other fonts. I just don't want it to be like, a weird font that in 6 months we're like, oh, why did we pick this?
That's a
That
good
was
point.
my
Yeah.
thought.
I just, I was just wondering because it sounds like a very modernistic sort of take,
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
on
I
it.
mean,
And so I wasn't sure, like, where you got Cheers, which is a very, very much a very, like, if you got it any curvier, you wouldn't be able to read it.
right.
And then if I remember right, like Cheers, they even have like that thing that goes out the S and then it curls
Yeah.
back around and all that. It's kind of like the old Coca-Cola, like
Yeah.
like the old Coca-Cola one. Yeah, and that's like I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm just throwing out ideas because
Yeah. Well, let me say. Barbara says, I think she says I'm thinking curved too, like how Bramblets was curved over the dog. She
yeah,
is
okay.
like, so I'll try that. I'll see what Yellow Dog looks like curved over it. Kim says, I like the first one. Did you think about putting the dog in a harness?
No, I didn't actually. That's a good idea.
I mean, that is a thought.
Thought about putting a paintbrush in his mouth.
We did have a rendition with a paintbrush in another dog's mouth, and I liked it, but I'm moving away from that.
Ooh, you know what you could do?
What?
Can have a
I have to
harness?
deal with people.
Yeah, can have a harness. Can have a top hat and a monocle. Well, no. No, I like the harness idea. You could have a pallet kind of in between his legs, like he has like one leg that's going out more and one that's closed. You could have like an art palette that's kind of in between where like I guess it'd be his left paw is like on the palette a little bit, but it's kind of laying over his right arm.
I got you.
Like an art palette.
Yeah.
And that might look kind of neat. And then he's sipping a martini.
Here we go. This is why I drink, people. Well, Kim's Lisa says Steve and I would buy either T-shirt, and we like it without the DIY too. Okay, thank you. DIYs, I'm pretty sure that's been taken off the table, so that's awesome.
Okay. Thanks, guys. So yeah, that's I appreciate y'all's idea so much. We'll axe the DIY.
Yeah. Mike says, I like the curve one, both the same size, and instead of DIY, remove it and add cafe, bar, and art gallery. Okay, interesting. Okay.
Oh, cafe, I love that. And I love like cafe because we're gonna have coffee and espresso, like all that stuff. So what we want to be is like we want to have refreshments like beer and wine and cocktails and stuff, but we want to have just as much for non-alcoholic because this isn't like a place that the people would go to get blotto or anything. It's just refreshments and things like that and fun. It's like, but cafe though in pub and tavern, they kind of make you think food, and we will have like a little food.
Yeah,
but it's not going to be like burgers and fries and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Well, okay. And Fred says I was thinking just like the bust of a dog. That's interesting. Could try it. We could think some renditions of that. It could be
yeah. That's what I was saying with it. I did for when I did with the head. It was like the bust. Then it kind of circle around it.
Yeah, I mean, we could play with it. Yes, we could play with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy says I need pumpkin dump cake in my life. Both. Carla says Bramlett's in cursive in upper left and Arch in the yellow dog back, and you could put John's signature in the right upper corner.
Yeah, and maybe Bramlett's could be done in the Cheers font.
Oh my gosh, no.
Dun,
No,
dun,
we're
dun,
going
dun,
no. See.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lori says I was going to add that maybe a different font would be nice. I mean, a different font, yes. Well, I'm open to other fonts. I don't want to do more than 2 different fonts at any given point in any sort of logo.
Every letter is a different font.
No, God. Oh my God. If Nancy was watching right now, she'd be freaking out with me. Okay. Kim says I vote for a readable font. Thank you. Lisa says you should put your signature logo on there like you have on your website somewhere. Barbara says different font and curved. Russell says pumpkin dump cake sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fred says I'm also making a pumpkin parfait, basically pumpkin cheesecake layered with cookie and whipped cream. Crystal says some people younger can't comprehend cursive, unfortunately.
Well, this is true.
That is true. Brooke has joined us, says hi.
Hey Brooke.
Lisa says Steve says you could keep the font on an easy to read font and cross out the O's in the words yellow dog. Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna play with that. That's really good. Fred says, yep, looking out of the martini glass. Randy says, will there be trivia tonight?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like so sorry guys. I've been kind of selfish. All the ideas coming in and all the food, we haven't had dinner. So all the food stuff's been kind of brilliant.
I know. Okay, well,
hearing about that, and your ideas are so amazing. I appreciate that so much.
Well, my mom says I like the cafe and art bar idea too. And then okay. Oh, Randy, he was asking about trivia night at the bar. He was like, I know a guy, and he's the guy.
Oh.
So yes, and yes.
Yes, yeah. We absolutely. One of the things about it too is it's going to be an art space, but then we want it to be a place where you can just go and hang out. So most places where you go and do DIY or sip and paint, they close a little bit earlier. But our idea is to stay open later, and then we can do other fun things that you might find at a cafe or pub or something. And
yeah,
have a karaoke night, have like, well, the trivia for sure. Oh my goodness, and but other things too. There's other kind of artistic things that can be fun to have. Art battles.
Yeah.
Might have and sketch nights where, like where we've had here, where we've had people, like we've had like people dress up in 1920s outfits and people can sketch them and do all that. We could do that there. We could have.
Yeah, I mean, if people dig around in our YouTube, they'll find some wacky live shows we've done where we had like models, and then there were a bunch of artists in the studio with us, like drawing, and it was fun and weird and whatever.
And with this, like we could do that sort of thing, and we could have like a superhero night where people and then have a 1940s, have a film noir kind of night where but all around art. So just fun stuff that's very.
Well, Randy says I am prepared, so he is ready for trivia night.
For the pop. Yeah.
Brooke says a bust will simplify it. I'll try that. I'm curious. I'm curious. Lori says, when are you planning to open? Right now, the schedule is February 1 into March 1. Like, we have to wait on licenses and all sorts of fun things. But
we'll do like a soft opening too. So
yeah.
So one of the things we want to coordinate later on, like not now because we don't know anything. We haven't signed the paperwork yet, but that's probably in the next couple of days, maybe. We're just waiting to hear about like 1 or 2 things, and then but they're minor kind of things. We're just waiting to hear about them before we sign the contract, and then but we're wanting to do like a soft opening and be able to do like an opening with friends and stuff, so that we can work on the systems and things that we have there. And get.
Randy says I have game rules and everything. Y'all are gonna love trivia night.
Dang, man, that's so
he's
brilliant.
Ready. He's more prepared than we are.
I know. Wow.
And then Brooke says, did you talk to my friend or email her back? I've not reached out to her yet because we're not at that stage yet of coordinating with people. So that's at this point I just want to like we're wrapped up in like getting the lease, all these sort of insurance licenses, HVAC stuff, all kinds of crazy stuffs. But we are reaching out to all those people. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing that, Brooke. And yeah, we don't want to reach out to people too early, and then then like, well, are y'all ever going to do it? And we're like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so it's 8:49. Do you want to do trivia, and do you want to do it fast?
I mean, I'm down to play if you guys want. I mean,
let's throw it on. We can throw it on, but we won't.
We won't dawdle.
Yeah, we won't dilly dally.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to do? You want to do general? You want to do food and whatever? You want to do?
I don't know. Food and whatever kind of makes sense for Thanksgiving week.
Oh, that's true. All right.
Look at us being topical.
Topical. All right. There's a food and drink. Let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna need help with this though.
Okay. Oh well, this might be a little easy.
Okay.
Okay. What is sauerkraut made from?
Oh, Bad Dreams and
I love sauerkraut. Dang.
And Bad Dreams and the fear of let me see.
Bread, lemons, sausage, cabbage.
I'm gonna go with cabbage.
Yeah, and the crowd is equally agreeable. Okay, that is correct. What type of food is a kumquat?
Oh, I know that one.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to tell us?
I love kumquats.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We have never had a kumquat in the house.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what a kumquat is then. what?
Yeah, they're not very common, but we've had them in it's almost like a tiny little orangey thing.
Oh yes, isn't there like kumquat trees or something?
Mm-hmm.
I want a kumquat tree.
I know, y'all. You would, yeah.
They're like tiny, like
they're cute.
It's like anyway. Okay, we can get it. Okay. Anyway.
What are the options? Is there like an orangey?
Oh, sweetbread, vegetable, fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
It's clearly a fish sauce.
Ew, can you imagine a tree that made a fruit that tasted like fish sauce?
Oh dang! I'm sure there's one. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, maybe all it's right. Like what's that fruit they use on the fishing? I mean the fishing, durian, the durian fruit, like or durian.
Oh yeah, that like really smells gross, but then it tastes really good.
Yeah, so many cooking shows they've used that, and they're always like, "Oh my gosh, it's so bad." I've never smelled it, but I really want to smell it, even though it sounds like it's awful.
Okay, what sort of creature is a Bombay duck?
Oh.
Is it a reptile, a fish, a marsupial, or a bird?
Bombay duck, really? Gosh. Maybe there aren't many marsupials. I mean, like different, But I almost want to say marsupial because it makes me think of a platypus or something. Maybe.
I'm gonna assume D is a ploy, like a bird. It's not a bird, right? People.
I don't know. Bombay duck. I'm gonna say a marsupial. That's me.
Okay, nobody has guessed that. Just gonna tell you.
Well,
we've gotten actually a few fish.
Oh,
guesses.
That that makes more sense.
Brandy says I make a delicious pork roast topped with sauerkraut. Oh my! I would try that. And Amy says bird is a trick. I think I would agree.
I thought Randy was gonna say I make a great roast top with a Bombay duck.
All right, should we try a fish?
Sure.
Go crowd.
See, I knew it right away.
Yeah, sure. Okay, what does the term halal used to describe food translate to?
Oh, hold it. Okay.
You want me to read you the options?
Well, I have two ideas, but they're opposite. Yeah. Maybe it'll just be one of those.
Nutritious, beautiful, permissible, or prohibited.
I was thinking that it might be sort of like a Jewish term.
So maybe permissible
or prohibited. But I was thinking like, you know what? I'm going to say prohibited.
Really? Okay.
Well, because if something is kosher,
then it's permissible.
Yeah. Unless it doesn't have anything to do with any of that, and I'm just crazy.
Well, there's more permissible guesses.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was so good on the last one. We should probably not do what I say.
People are a little bit all over the place. Brooke says I can't vote unless you read the answers out loud because I can't see them. It's nutritious, beautiful, permissible, or prohibited. So,
What do you think?
I mean, according to the crowd, I feel like it's permissible.
Let's give that a try.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, man. When in doubt, go with the crowd.
man.
Okay,
Right.
the wire cage which holds a cork in a champagne bottle is known as what? Oh, this is a good one.
A joy destroyer.
My mortal enemy.
Yeah, my mortal enemy. Why are you imprisoning my fun?
You've got A, bonnet or bonnet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. B, muselet or muselet. Muselet, I'm going to go with. C, Agrippa. Or D, beret? Beret?
Beret?
Beret?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are your options, people.
A bonnet makes sense.
It seems like a few people are saying that.
I mean, a beret, it's French and all you think champagne, French, but I don't know. But it doesn't look like a beret.
It doesn't look like a beret. Amy says muselet. And she gets ones right that are weird sometimes.
Maybe
so,
that does sound like a fancy term for something, doesn't it? A muselet.
Or bonnet. I don't know.
And that's probably not how you pronounce it if it's French. It's probably, I don't know. French, Spanish, I'm good with, but French, I'm horrible with. And I always wanted to be great with being able to pronounce French, but as of yet, I am not.
Well, is bonnet like a French thing? Is that like a...
Maybe. I mean, I know it's used in England a lot, like the hood of a car and a thing you put on a head. All that fun stuff.
All right.
What do you think?
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with muselet.
All right, let's go rogue. Let's do it.
Dang. That's right. It was correct.
What? See, we're so good. We knew it right away.
She's our dark horse here. Okay.
Man.
Which country does port wine originate from?
Oh, gosh.
You should know this. A, Morocco, B, France, C, Portugal, or D, Italy?
I don't know. I've never been a fan of port, so I've never really looked
port's
into
gross. I'll be honest. I can't stand port.
Pardon me?
I mean, I would guess
it's
France,
old.
Maybe.
I was saying Portugal,
yeah,
or Italy.
Yeah, I don't. I'll let you pick. The crowd's a little all over the place. There is a few more Portugals than others. And Amy says Portugal.
Well, you can't spell Portugal without you spelling port first. So
that's right.
Should
we do it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a try.
Right.
Hey.
Way to go.
Port.
Okay.
They put the port in Portugal.
What is compote?
Oh gosh.
A, salted roe. B, tomato sauce. C, stewed fruit. Or D, cold soup. You should know this from all of the episodes of British Bake Off that we have watched.
I know. They're always saying things.
I'm gonna make it with a blah 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 compote.
I know. I want to say it's fruit.
I'm gonna go.
I'm making a strawberry compote.
Does it ever make you want to make a compote?
Makes me want to know what all the terms are using are. Makes me feel like a Philistine.
All right, stewed fruit.
I'm using this ganache with compote and this and that.
Yay!
Hey, all right.
Okay, if a dish is in kraut, I could spell it for you.
Okay.
It is wrapped in what? And it's Croute.
Hmm.
It is wrapped in what? A, pastry crust, B, bacon, C, seaweed, or D, vine leaves.
Gosh. Ooh. I'm thinking pastry or vine leaves.
I think it's a pastry. I would go pastry.
Wow. What are people saying?
A lot of pastry.
What does Randy say? Randy is really good. Like I don't know when it comes to.
He says pastry.
Oh, okay, let's do pastry.
Pastry. All right. Bam.
Is it
Very
good?
good. Yeah. Okay. From which of these countries does the dish biryani come from?
Oh man.
A, Jamaica, B, India, C, Spain, or D, China?
India. Final answer.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know.
Looking very confident.
It sounds like something that might come from India.
It does.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of Indian dishes. That's one of the things that I would love to do is explore a little bit more. Like go out to.
I always want to go to those restaurants, and that's not what we do.
I know. It's funny when it comes like to the time we usually go to a place we've been.
Yeah.
It's like Shaun of the Dead, where they always go to the Winchester. We always go to the same spot.
You're not a curry fan, though.
Well, no, but I would love to explore a little. I mean, it's kind of like I don't know when I travel. I don't mind trying, even if I'll try something, because even if I don't like it, you just didn't eat a great dinner, But it was like, oh, you tried it. It was just one dinner, So, but I would love to do that. The place where the Yellow Dog is going to be is right next to a Thai place, and I've had very little Thai food.
Well, you're about to have a lot.
That'll be kind of cool.
And dinner. Okay, everybody seems to think India.
Okay,
let's go with it.
Nice.
All right. Way to go, crowd. Which fruit were unavailable for the Last Supper?
Watermelon.
What? Well, that's not an option.
Oh, well, it's probably true, though. Cantaloupe.
Okay, A, tomatoes, B, dates, C, figs, or D, olives?
Tomatoes, I would say.
I mean, my first instinct would say tomatoes.
The only reason I say tomatoes is because I think for a while it was thought that they were poisonous because they're like part of the deadly nightshade family or something
that's
like
right.
that.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then, but I don't know. I mean, they figured it out pretty quick. I mean, spaghetti sauce,
True, and it is very good.
But olives are definitely like in the, in that.
I don't know. Area. I feel like olives have been like around that area forever.
Yeah, and figs.
Let's go tomatoes. The majority of the crowd is saying tomatoes.
Okay.
Damn.
Cha-ching.
Look at us with 100 points.
Wow, it wasn't due to me. I'll tell you that. We're clearly going to be a
success in the food and drink industry.
Gosh. well, the 100 points wasn't on me. I'm not the kid on the class that's cheating off everybody else's papers.
When in doubt, take it to the crowd.
Well.
All right. So what do you have? What are you working on in this painting next? What do you got?
I will tell you. Want to make it more watery, more skyy, more landy. And these guys are going to be more penguiny. So I'm going to add the penguinness, the essence of the penguin. Now I'm gonna go back in. Like I'm just kind of blocking in the color. I'm just playing with colors right now, which is kind of a fun thing to do. I mean, I know I talk about that a lot, but when you're working with the painting, you can play around with it a little bit. You can have some fun with it. Not every stroke has to be perfect. And so you can think, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. And as you're working on it, you're kind of working out ideas in your mind. So I'm going to play around with the colors a little bit more. I'm not happy with the way I have the ice here that they're on. I don't think it looks like ice yet at all, of course, but so I got to work on that. I've never painted ice like that before. So this is like, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm looking forward to it because I don't want to do it in just boring lights, blues and dark blues and all that, you'll
figure it out. Your colors are always awesome.
Oh, you're sweet.
Well, Crystal says this is unfair. Really, Mark over here had a college course in culinary theory.
All right, we got a ringer, man. Nice.
Oh, and Fred says, art the hell out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. That's it. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mike says, need to put a snow monster in small so you have to find it. Ooh, I like
Oh,
that.
that'd be cute.
I was telling
have a
John the other
Bumble?
day, I was like, you need to paint a Yeti.
Yeah,
for
or a
me for
Bumble.
Christmas.
I like the little Bumbles.
Yeah. And like, and
No.
I think it would make really good like Christmas merch, but we're buried in other stuff. Lisa says, Steve says the painting is awesome as is. Somehow you always improve on perfection though. Look
Oh,
at
you're
you.
so nice.
No
thank you,
penguin
guys.
urine according to Steve though. So watch out for that.
So stop with the yellow, okay?
Yeah. Don't eat the yellow snow. But
Man.
well, thanks everybody for hanging out. We are excited about Thanksgiving. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and are surrounded by friends, family, and loved ones, and eating lots of food. So enjoy the holiday for sure and be safe.
Yeah, guys. And so whenever we meet back next Tuesday, everybody, your homework is to be 5 pounds heavier.
We should do like a weigh-in. So
Yeah,
we could all feel bad together.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Gosh. I don't know. Well, guys, thank y'all so much. And as I still don't know how to end the show, so I'll see you in 15 seconds.
Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.
Bye. Thanks so much to all to everybody and to our Patreon supporters, and I want everybody to have a happy holidays. But to our Patreon supporters, I hope y'all have the happiest.
The happiest. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.